Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the false news on 1st January newspaper, 1st February newspaper front page lawn. PTI to emerge as largest party in hung Senate. Polling party will need, ruling party will need support of both allies and opposition for legislation by Amar Hussain. Islamabad, the ruling Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI, is said to become the single largest party in the Senate after the upcoming election in March. But it will certainly not be able to gain control of the upper house of parliament and will still have to rely on its allies and opposition parties even for carrying out simple legislation. A careful calculation done on the basis of the party position in the National Assembly and all the four provincial legislatures, which from the constituencies for the elections of the members of the, as you can say, PTI's number can vary depending upon its understanding on a seat adjustments with the allies, including the PMLQ in Punjab, MQM, and GDA in Sindh, and BAP in Balochistan. So the expected party position in Senate, number of senators, retiring, this number of senators, and retiring on March 11, this many, and expected to win this many, and seats in a new Senate. As you can see, 14, and there are senators, so 7 are going to retire, 21, PTI maybe in 21, and the 28 are seats in the new Senate. Similarly, PPP and 21, they have 8 are going to retire and hope to get 6, and 19 are to be added. PML 29, retiring 17, gaining 5, and 17 are to be added. Similarly, BAP 10, adding retiring 3, 6 to added to win, and 13 that will be. Similarly, all this is given, as you can see, you can read it like this. So I should see, come back to the chargement. Okay. Upper house, and keeping in mind the complicated voting system assures that if all the MPs vote strictly in accordance with the party policy during the elections, then the country is going to have a completely hung Senate, as both the ruling and opposition alliances are expected to have almost exactly the equal number of seats. As many as 52 senators are said to retire 50% of the 104 members House on March 11 after completing their 6-year tenure. However, this time there will be no polling for the 4 seats of the erstwhile federally administered tribal area, Zapata, after its merger with the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Therefore, polling will be held to elect 48 senators, 12 each from KP and Balochistan, 11 each from Punjab and Sindh, and 2 from Islamabad. Polling will be held to elect 7 members on general seats, 2 women and 2 technocrats in the 4 provinces. Besides this, the election of the minority seat. Each in KP and Balochistan will also be conducted when the MPs will elect senators from respective provinces. The members of the National Assembly will be voting to elect a senator on a general seat and the other on a woman's seat from Islamabad. The government has already moved a presidential reference in the Supreme Court and tabled a constitution amendment bill in the parliament seeking an open vote for the Senate. The Supreme Court is yet to take a decision on the reference, whereas the opposition parties have already announced that they will not support such a move from the government at a time when the elections are just a month away. However, whatever method is adopted for the Senate votes, the calculations based on the party position in all the legislatures reveal that if all the legislators vote in line with the policy of their respective parties and according to their conscience, the ruling PTI is expected to win 21 seats, followed by 6 seats by the Pakistan People's Party, PPP, and the Balochistan Awami Party, BAP, and 5 by Pakistan Muslim League, Nawaz, PMLN, in the upcoming Senate elections. And if it happens, the PTI will become the single largest party in the new Senate with 28 senators, followed by the PPP with 19, PMLN with 17, and BAP with 13 senators. However, the number of PTI seats can vary as the party is also said to have seat adjustment with its allies in different provinces. There are reports that the PTI has already agreed to allow the PMLQ to nominate its one or two candidates from Punjab. And if the agreement materializes, the PMLQ will once again get a representation in the Senate after 6 years. The PTI is expected to sweep the elections in KP, where the party has been ruling for the past 8 years due to its comfortable majority in the Provincial Assembly. The PTI expects to win 10 out of 12 seats. The remaining 2 seats can go into the opposition parties, and both the Jamiyat Ulama Islam (JUIF) as the Awami National Party ANP have chances to win 1 seat each. If it happens, the ANP will manage to retain its representation in the Senate as its lone and dissident member Sitara Ayaz is set to retire on March 11. In Punjab, the PTI is set to win 6 seats, including 4 general seats. The party is expected to get 2 seats from Sindh and 1 from Balochistan, besides winning both the seats from Islamabad, while the PMLN is expected to see its senators getting elected from Punjab, and the PPP will also get a representation in the Senate, this time only from Sindh, where it has been ruling since 2008. The urban Sindh-based Muttahida Qawmi movement, MQM, can easily clinch a general seat due to its 21 PMAs in the Sindh Assembly. However, more seats for the party depend on its understanding with the PTI and the Grand Democratic Alliance (GDA), as both the parties are part of the ruling alliance at the center. It is always difficult to predict the outcome of the Senate election in Balochistan due to complex and multidimensional politics in the province, where even independent candidates always have a chance to win the elections. due to their personal influence or alleged practice of vote buying. This time, however, the picture is much clearer with the BAP, the ruling party in the province, set to win 600 seats. The remaining seats may be divided among the JUF and Balochistan National Party, Menga BNPM, keeping in view their strength in the provincial assembly. The ANP also has a chance to win a seat from the province with the support of the nationalist parties. The present Senate, which is also known as the House of Federation, comprises 104 members, 23 each from the four Federation units, 8 from formerly Fatah and 4 from Islamabad. The 23 seats allocated to our province comprise 14 general seats, 4 reserved for women, 4 for technocrats, and 1 for minority members. The term of a senator is 6 years. About 50% of the total number retires after every 3 years, and elections are held for new senators. Elections to fill the seats allocated to each province are held in accordance with the system of provincial representation by means of the single transferable vote. Therefore, the Senate elections always depend on the party positions in the four provincial assemblies and the National Assembly. The term-wise data of senators shows that the PMLN will be the biggest loser in terms of representation in the Senate, as 59% of its members, the largest number belonging to a single party, are set to retire. Out of its 29 present senators, 17 are set to retire in March. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh remarks. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.